Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, November 11th, 2022, and it is a day C. For our instrumentals, it is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's sit up straight. And for all of you kids, you'll stand. We're only seated, so it's the only way for you to see us on the screen. All right? Put your right hand over your chest. No, the other way. Doing good? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for being here. Today's a Friday, guys. We made it through the week. I hope that you did a lot of great learning. I hope that, all the hard parts in the week you've overcome. And I also hope that you have celebrated all the great things that have happened. Okay? We can never forget about the great things, the blessings that have happened. Now, let's jump into our lunch menu. Okay? So, with our lunch menu, we have 4 choices as always. The first choice, your hot meal, is the Mickey's Whole Grain Pizza, Mickey's WG Pizza. Choice 2 is the Chef Junior Salad. Do you like salads?
Just the lettuce.
Just the lettuce, okay. And then for kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade students, you have the lunchbox meal with turkey. And then for 3rd through 6th grade, it's a turkey sandwich meal. Last but not least, it is the sun butter sandwich for your choice 4. All right. So if you haven't noticed, I am here with my daughter. What's her name?
Audrey.
Can you say it nice and loud?
Audrey.
Audrey. And how old are you again?
4.
4. Yeah. All right. So we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as to others. Be responsible. Number 2. And number 3, show that you are ready. Ready to learn, ready to tackle the hard stuff in life. Life is easy if all you ever did was the easy stuff, but it is thrilling and it is exciting if you tackle the hard things and you don't give up and you emerge victorious. I think that's pretty important. But I want to go back to respect, okay? Because recently we've had some issues. With some of our students. And some things that other students really like, okay? And if you think about it, if I bring in things that I might trade with you, you might trade with me, and if you don't think it's a fair trade, we might end up in arguments. And what I'm talking about are things like this, the Pokemon cards. These might be fun, and I've personally nothing against Pokemon cards. But I know that a lot of kids are really interested and they're into Pokemon cards. And one of the things that kids like to do is they like to trade with them, right? Sometimes you might trade a pencil. Maybe you'll trade another Pokemon card to get the one that you like. Sometimes you might even bring some money. Now, boys and girls, what I want to ask all you guys to do is recognize that sometimes things like this might make us not be friends. You see, me and my friend might trade, and I might say, I want $5 for this, and I give it away, and later on, I decide, I didn't want to give away. I want to give back the $5 and get my card back. But if my friend doesn't want to, all of a sudden now we're in an argument, okay? So one of the things that we could do to resolve this conflict is simply make a decision as a school not to bring these to school unless you have permission from your teacher, okay? These should not come to school. Honestly, boys and girls, I just see a lot of kids get into arguments. And I'm your principal. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. And do you think I want to see you guys get in arguments over a card or 2 or 5? No. So because I love you, because I care about you, and because I'm here to encourage you, let's just get this out of the way. Let's not have it here at John Beck so that we don't have to argue over it. All right. We don't have any special announcements today, but this day in history, I want to share with you this. November 11th, today is November 11th, 2022. 104 years ago, that would have been November 11th, 1918. Today was the end of a war some of you guys might have heard about. It's called World War I. World War I, a lot of people who study history are like, there's no way that war should have even happened. Basically, it was like one country attacked another country that happened to have a lot of friends. And so all their friends decided to attack the first country, who also had a lot of friends. And all of a sudden, you had all sorts of countries and their armies fighting each other. And they fought all over the world. Thus, World War I. World War II happens to be the second time something like this happened. But World War I was a incredibly interesting war for those of you guys who are interested. Today is Veterans Day too, by the way. So think about the veterans in the American veterans who went overseas and fought. In fact, there are graveyards, cemeteries in other countries where American soldiers died fighting for America and fighting for their friends. And they were buried over there. So, on this Veterans Day, also think about the fact that it happens to fall on the last day of World War I, okay? And, of course, World War I is not the only war in which American soldiers have fought in. Many who have died in. We want to make sure on this Veterans Day that we honor all those who have served, including those who are currently serving in uniform right now. Whether you know somebody who's in the United States Army, or the United States Navy, the United States Marine Corps, whose birthday was yesterday, the Coast Guard, the Air Force, and yes, even now, I sometimes I keep forgetting about it because it's pretty new, the Space Force as well. All right, so happy Veterans Day. If you know a veteran, today is the day to tell them you love them and you care about them and you're here to encourage them. Boys and girls, yes, if you haven't heard it, I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Today, I want you to spread the message like you always do to all your other friends and all your other teachers. But if you know a veteran at home, maybe it's your father, your mother, someone who's a grandparent, an uncle, maybe it's your next door neighbor who fought in the Korean War. Audrey, we have a friend who lives next door, Dottie and who? Dottie and Paul. Do you remember? Paul. Did you know that Paul was a soldier many years ago? Yeah. Our next door neighbor, his name is Paul. He fought in the Korean War back in the 1950s. He's an older man now, but his stories are incredible. He doesn't talk about it much, but he acknowledges and he knows that he is a veteran, and he appreciates it when Audrey comes to visit, right? He likes it when you come and visit and things like that. So, guys, veterans come in all shapes and sizes. When you know that somebody has put on the uniform of the United States military, make sure to give them that honor. And if you don't know how to do that, 2 words, that's all you need to do. Thank you. Make sure to thank our veterans today. Have a wonderful Friday. I can't wait to see you guys around. Bye. Want to say bye? Say bye? You're just going to wave. All right.